If you know what I've been through, then you say I'm amazing. If you search my DNA, then I bet you see greatness. Man, this life had a curse to me, but I fought through adversity, and I weathered the storm, and I walked through the rain. Man, I'm fresh like the mud. I'm not ashamed of the stains. Man, I took this pain.
What's going on? This is Visionary, and you are now tuned in to Road to Soulace, which this is the him versus her edition. So make sure y'all stay tuned to all the platforms Road to Soulace.
I believe that social media can have whatever impact it's going to have based off of the couple. If both partners are so wrapped up into what other people think, then it will be a problem. If there's not much care for it, then no. Overall, you ready?
I feel like it can have a negative or positive impact because, like, for me, I don't choose for social media to have a negative impact on my relationship, because if I don't care about what you post or what you're posting on your social media, then why should I let it affect me? Like, that's just that.
Ladies first.
I think that social media is, for relationships, it's all about how you deal with that situation. Like, if you're a jealous person, it could probably have a negative impact on your relationship. But if you're not all into your significant other's social media and caring about who, like, okay, let me give you a scenario. I was talking to this one guy where it did bother me, and it kind of had a negative impact on the way I looked at him. He only followed girls. Like, I think he maybe followed like 5 guys. And so it was like, all your followers are girls, or you're only following girls. What does that say? You're constantly liking and talking to other females on your social media.
Ladies first.
I think it depends on the kind of partner that you are. Sadly, there's this thing that almost everyone has to a certain degree, because we're human, called insecurity. And I feel like depending on where you are within that determines kind of how you feel about social media in regards to your relationship. I feel like some guys or some women won't like the attention that their partner gets when they post on social media, and that can cause arguments. I feel like sometimes the kind of content you post on social media can start problems in your relationship. I think it just depends on how secure two individuals are with their bond and in their, I guess, commitment to each other when it comes to social media.
Social media has positively impacted very little, in my opinion. And I know you asked about relationships, but let's just be real about what it is. Outside of text messages and phone calls at our fingertips, you get to watch people all day. It's you know the situation with the text message where you can't read a person's tone. That's like 10 times, 100 times more with social media. You see your man liking pictures. You can assume what his intentions are, but that's like a toxic thing. Social media causes so many toxic feelings and like just weird stuff. Like, I've even seen myself with friendships. Like, now I get to see that you went out without me, and now I feel a type of way. But that's weird.
I agree with that, because it really depends on, like, if you base your relationship on other people's relationships, it's not going to work. You feel me? So that way it's negative. But if you take away good pieces from other relationships, such as, like, positive points that you may want to do or want to try, it can be positive.
I disagree. It depends on like his profession. Well, I feel like it's different. Like, from my experience, it's different because, like, I got a business on my social media, but
See, yeah, that's different.
yeah, I can see it. It's different, but I like personally. That mean, yeah, but then you gotta understand though. Like, we outnumbered in the world. Now, if he looking at another woman shaking her ass, that's all he liking. Then you can be like, you can judge him and be like, okay, boom, like, okay, you out here searching.
Right.
But if he not doing that, I mean, he can just be, just following another woman, like, boom. But if he liking what, half naked women, it's a problem. And then, but
Okay, I don't even think that's a problem for me because that's all on social media nowadays. Like,
Yeah.
everyone's posting half naked pictures. Like social media for me is not a problem as long as you're not making me look stupid while you're using your social media. Then it's fine. Do what you want to do. Follow who you want to follow. But when you have all girls, that's when it becomes a problem. Like,
I think, generally speaking, I think it has a negative impact on people because I think it's like everybody compare their relationship to other people, especially when it comes to like dinners and vacations and like especially around like Valentine's Day. Like why don't I get this? You know what I'm saying? Why does so and so get this? Like women are in competition with women, so they trying to figure out like if she got that, I think I deserve that too. You get what I'm saying? But if social media was not here, you'd be more focused on what you already have. You know what I'm saying?
So let me ask, okay, I got like a sub question. So what would make you bad?
Make it bad. Say you base the way this man treats his woman on social media, and you say you want your man to treat you like that. He might be doing that for social media, you know, just for the likes and stuff, instead of it actually being genuine. So you trying to get your man to do the same thing, and he's just doing it for you, like not because out of the kindness of his heart, just something to do for you.
But that kind of sounds like compromise. I mean, like, not the point of where it started from, right? But you doing it just because I like it, like, that's kind of is compromise. Like,
It is.
okay, you may not be so into it, it may not come natural, but you're trying because I like it. So it's like, is that really bad? Like, if you got a good outcome to it at some point?
But what? Okay, yeah. It depends. It depends on the status. But what if you? Cause I don't post like when it comes to that, like strictly business. I don't post because I feel like I'm private when it comes to my love life. You know what I mean? So me not posting who I'm with, it's like I'm hiding them from the world for protection, like for all the outsiders to, you know, you can't say this and that because at the end of the day we human. You know what I mean? So it's like opinions does matter. Ain't no thick skin with it. Like opinions does matter. Social media it makes a voice for everybody. You know what I mean? So you want to keep that sacred. Your woman is sacred. That's how I feel. So posting all that's for attention. And then from a male's perspective, like from that guy's perspective, I think that it affects them in a way where they're not good enough. You know what I'm saying?
get
Like
that.
since I can't take her here, since I can't take her there, I'm not good enough. Since I can't take her to these big steakhouse dinners, Steak 48, you know what I'm saying, Perry's type shit, like she gonna leave me for a dude who can take her there.
Yeah, I feel like for guys, they're the ones that always have like the negative impact. For females, I don't feel like it's like that.
You don't think so?
No.
I think women get impacted more because they're in competition with each other.
We just say that that's cute. Like, I'm not gonna base my relationship based off social media. I'll post stuff and be like, oh yeah, that's cute. That's what I want. But if it doesn't happen, I'm not gonna be hurt. I'm just gonna be like, okay, it is what it is. Like, you don't have to beg somebody to be like a social media relationship or to base your relationship off of social media.
I mean, it can be okay. It gets bad when the dude is draining himself of it.
Just the dude, not the...
Well, no, both sides, you know.
Both sides,
But, you know, mainly
okay.
it'd be the dudes. But, yeah, both sides of it. Like, if you're doing it to necessarily impress them and not out of the kindness of your heart, it's going to become draining to you. So, it can become negative at that point.
So what would make it good?
Want to make it good? Seeing something you relate to and then going that way about it.
Like a date idea.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's about the partners, like we said. Okay.
A lot of people use it as personal or try to...
Right, it was actually social networking first,
Exactly.
not social media.
You feel me? So it's like you should use it as is. All that personal stuff, leave it out the window. Like leave it because a lot of people posting their feelings, posting who they with. Then they get
Sure,
mad.
even their
Then you get mad about if you not with the dude because people looking and lurking. They like, oh, you deleted the pictures?
Exactly,
Yeah,
but
like-
it's like I'm just rebranding my page. I felt like there was no need for him on my page because I wanted to look a certain way or something.
That's
but
rare
it looks
though.
crazy.
That's rare, but
What do you mean? Rare that someone removes pictures for that
Yeah,
reason?
they deleting pictures because that person not in their circle no more. But if they have it, if they
No,
with that
people
person,
delete pictures off of temporary feelings. I'm mad at him.
oh
He
shit,
pissed me off.
that's terrible.
I'm deleting that shit. Like, that's why people delete stuff too, like temporary
Oh, wow.
feelings. Or they have the change of heart where I don't need to post my relationship on social media. Let me like rebrand myself. Or me, I don't feel the need to post pictures with my daughter.
So let me ask you this: do you think that people voice their emotions more on social media than their partners?
Oh, that's definitely true. But I feel like if your partner really understood you, then it would be easy for you to voice your opinion to your partner rather than social media. If he doesn't listen, then of course you're going to go to social media because you know that that's going to get his attention. He's going to pay attention to you.
Yeah, so I think that negatively impacts relationships because even if let's say he, because you focusing on he,
Okay.
even if he does not, understand you in that perspective, the first question would be, did you at least try to get him to understand from your perspective versus going via social media like, oh my God, I wish that my man would do X, Y, and Z. Like, everybody else is this, that, and the third, but I'm over here lonely type shit. You know what I'm saying? Versus just telling him like, hey, I feel lonely. Bring your ass over here. Like, I want to see you.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
So-
Yeah, I get that, yeah. That's
You see what I'm
definitely
saying?
true.
What they call it,
But-
subtweets?
Yeah.
We
But I feel
subtweet
like it
versus
affects
talking.
guys more, though. I feel like it affects guys more than women.
You think so?
Yeah.
I agree.
If some
I
guys
think
post
I think
something
it's
on social
even.
media, I'm just going to look at it and be like, oh, okay, like, if that's how he thinks, that's how he thinks. But in person, it could be different.
Like,
I think you should keep your relationship private, especially for me. Especially after what, like, in high school, that was a high school thing, like, to post your significant other. But now it's just like, no, I'm going to keep you to myself, especially because what if we don't work out? I don't think I want to post my significant other until I get married.
married, yeah, exactly. Okay, I agree with that. Yeah. So marriage, that's solidified right there. That's sustained marriage. So yeah, so if it ain't marriage, I'm not posting.
And then you always have those people who want to come to you as a woman or come to you as a man. Do they do that? Do men come to men as men?
What you mean? What you mean like that? What you mean?
Like, you know how women be in the DMs and be like, hey, I'm coming to you as a woman. Like,
No, we don't do that. We don't
Okay.
do that. We don't do that. We don't do that.
because women are petty, so they do that. And it's just like,
Yeah.
girl, keep your 2 cents to yourself.
Yeah. They just that's. For
Are you in my
attention.
position? All right, then.
Yeah,
like,
for sure, yeah.
What if if my man was an influencer, I would understand that he's on social media a lot.
Correct.
And what if I was an influencer, my man wasn't? He should understand I'm an influencer. Like, I'm going to post on social media a lot because, like, this is what I'm getting paid to do.
But
Just think of it like that, though, too.
I agree. I agree with that as far as in like being an influencer. But do you think there's a such thing as putting too much personal information on social media about it?
Oh, yeah, there's definitely putting too much personal information, yeah. That definitely could be a thing, but...
Like, people out here faking relationships just to be on social media.
Oh, that's definitely a
Like,
thing.
I've been presented that as far as in like the fitness industry. Like, hey, let's do a fake. I can't fake nothing. Either we here or we ain't.
Oh,
You
yeah.
know what I'm saying? So
A lot of stuff that I post on my personal Instagram, I don't feel like I'm faking anything. I try to be as real as possible because at one point I felt like I was faking for social media, but now I feel like I'm growing into the person that I'm becoming, like the grown woman that I'm becoming. So what is there to fake? Like, if I'm having a bad day, I'll be like, yes, I was having a bad day today. Like, people need to understand it's okay to have a bad day and it's okay to have a good
she
day.
not lying. She do post this on her
Like,
story. But respectfully, so to make this situation or question solution oriented, what made you get to that point where you was like, you know what, like, it's not about them, it's about me?
because I've had people come up to me and say, you're different in person than on your social media, because they felt like my social media was more of how I really should act. And I wasn't really like showing that. So now I show like the real me on social media and the real me in person. So it's just like the same person both ways.
Gotcha. Respectfully.
Yep.
Nah, we.
I mean,
men,
sometimes it's necessary because I was like, I'm not gonna put her business out there like that, but I have this one friend.
Yeah.
I'm one of her close friends, and like she was posting about how she was dealing with this guy, and he had a whole girlfriend for like
Oh wow.
a while, like years.
Wow.
And she didn't even know, and so she had to come to her as a woman after his girlfriend posted something on social media with them two.
Yeah.
So it was like,
Yeah, I feel like that's not a, I feel like that's okay. That's okay when it comes to that. But other guys, the guys that's not jealous or insecure, like, we don't do that. It's like, okay, hey, if she go, if she want that attention, that's her loss. Especially if you doing what you need to do. Like, you shouldn't be tripping about if she want to step out. That mean, hey, that's a problem on your behalf.
okay, but what if a guy slides into your girl's DMs? Like, how do you how do you expect her to respond?
To respond? She don't respond. She don't respond. I mean, I'm not even tripping. Like, it can be a thank you, but I know as a guy, like, you respond any little bit, it's like, okay, access. Let me keep going. You say thank you. I'm like, yeah, you never know, but
Right.
like I said, it's her loss. It is what it is. But nah, I'd rather for her not to respond. But if she do a thank you, it better be just a thank you. That's just like, I look at it like in person. So, a guy give her a compliment. Yeah, go ahead, get your compliments. Do your thing. But don't take it. Don't entertain nothing more. Like, go get them compliments. Put it on. Feel good about yourself. Cause
Right.
I'm a do it for sure. But you can't entertain all that other stuff and try to keep it furthest. You know what I mean? So.
Ladies first. I knew you were gonna say that. Oh my.
I thought you were trying to call me a
No,
lady.
no. I do not think that men and women can be in platonic relationships. I think I can only go based off of my own experience, and I feel like even when I did consider a guy to be like one of my guy friends or my brother, there was always a point in time where that line was trying to be crossed, where a guy was trying to jump out of the friend zone. I think that it doesn't even have anything to really do with, it doesn't have anything to do with you being attracted to that person. I think that when you are able to see someone in their most vulnerable state, or when you are able to truly like understand the way that a person is, like in their entirety, I think that there will come a point in time where if you guys grow to be close, that you may be able to see yourself being with that person. I think that it is very hard to be platonic when you're in a relationship with someone of the opposite sex, because I think that as opposites, like we're supposed to attract to each other. I think it's just kind of like the universe just does its thing. Like, you can't really help but at some point to be attracted to one another.
I'm gonna go ahead and take that one first.
I want you to answer it.
I'm gonna say we can just be friends. Speaking from experience, I was raised and grew up around mostly women for like the beginning part of my life. So I know how, I don't say I know, but like I've experienced a lot of like what women go through in general. So with me personally, I have more female friends than male friends because I relate more to them. And I don't really see some of them as like sexual partners or like see them in that way. But if they're attractive, yeah, they're attractive. But that's like my sister, you know what I'm saying? So we can just be friends at the end of the day.
Oh, weak. Hold on. So, wait, you just said if they're attractive, they're attractive. They ain't had nothing to do with the
But
question.
no, I'm saying like
so you be in the back of your mind thinking like, damn, I smash shorty like.
I'm not
you
saying
got me
that.
thinking like, what you mean by that? What do you mean by that?
No, I'm not saying. So it's like, say you got homegirls, right?
Yeah.
And you be like, oh, I got some cute homegirls.
Okay.
It's the same thing for me, personally, for me.
But it's not the same
is.
thing. No, it's not, because you're a dude.
So-
And I'm a lady.
I think that it's true. Personally, I think that it's true.
So you got
But the men
friends that's-
definitely wouldn't agree, though, because men always have an attraction to their girl that's a friend, I feel like.
right. So you think that it's true from your perspective?
From my perspective, I think it's okay. Like, if I had a guy friend, like, I would know, like, he's my genuine guy friend. Like, if you try something, then I'm not going to talk to you. Like, we're not going to be friends like that anymore, because I told you, like, we're literally friends. Like, stop trying me.
I think it's selfish for women to believe that men can just be friends with them when they are attractive. Like, if you know that you're attractive, you know that men will genuinely be attracted to you. So why would you waste their time thinking that they're just friends when behind closed doors that they really want to fuck you for real?
Now, I was told that I would never have a male friend because I'm too pretty to have a male friend. I was told that. I'm not gonna say no names, but I was told I would never have a male friend. I think that's crazy that they put that out of my life, like, cause I want genuine male friends, and I'm not looking for it, but like I would want that.
It would be nice to have.
Yes,
Because it is
but
pretty nice to have.
that thought just made me think, like, damn, will I have male friends ever?
You will. I'm
I
pretty sure you
will.
have before, though. You just didn't realize it.
No, actually, I haven't. Like, the one, don't do too much.
I don't think so. Okay, actually, I take that back because my best friend is a boy, or well, a male. Okay, so
Did he ever come on to you? Once?
once, but once I dated, that was it. Like we're just friends, and we've been friends for years now.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. I feel like as us men, like it's a boundary into the woman because a respectful man, he going once you shut it down, it's like okay, like we gonna step back. But if you gonna shut it down, it's like okay, boom, we gonna step because our chemistry is not like our one that we with chemistry. So it's pretty hard. I feel like you can have genuine, but when you have the same attention, like I feel like when you have a woman, she gotta be here, top tier. Once you put another woman on that pedestal with your woman, it's like, yeah.
Right. I don't think it's like true that men and women can't be friends. I think it's a good thing if it's healthy, if there's boundaries. But I do believe they can be, like Charlie said, you just have to have boundaries. You can't give more time into your friendship, which I think should already be built. You should have your friendship built. And then there shouldn't be any confusion. If me as a female, if my male friend gets a girlfriend, as a woman, it's like, okay, cool. And I learned that at an early age, like grade school. My little cousin or whoever get a girlfriend, I don't even get to talk to them, as much as I used to. And it's just logic.
So if I say my lady, I mean, it is the same thing, but like, in the world we live in is really not. Like,
I'm not the world. I'm just me.
you're right. That's beautiful. That's a beautiful thing. You're right. You just you. But also, I feel like too many times the dude has this impression that, okay,
Oh,
she's a
most
beautiful
definitely.
girl.
I agree with that.
And the only reason I'm friends with her is because she curving me. She won't let me get out the friend zone. I feel like that's why a lot of these male and female like friendships are existing because the girl wouldn't go for it, or vice versa. Sometimes.
Yeah,
You
I definitely agree with that because I ain't gonna say I haven't done it, but I've been in the position. But at the same time, I've also been just a friend to a female.
I think that women and men cannot be friends because of somebody always has some form of intentions or at least are attracted to that person. Whether you look at it from your perspective and say, well, I'm not attracted to that person, the opposite person might just be attracted to you. Most people tend to be attracted to who they hang around. So I truly believe that there is no such thing as platonic relationships. For example, I believe that super fine from 8 through 10, I don't believe there's no such thing as a 7. But 8 through 10, right? You can never have a friend. Because at the end of the day, this person likes you. Now, I didn't put that on gender because 8 through 10 goes for male and female. However, like you just genuinely might be attracted to this person. It might do something for you that just be like, oh, you know what I'm saying? He must think we're real cool. Yeah, whatever. You're lying to yourself to think that this guy is not attracted to you and you are an 8 and above. You know what I'm saying? Like nobody that's an 8 and above has legit friends.
The one that I had, like, I don't know, and this was high school, like, he really was like my brother. Like, I looked at him. I
Like a
can't
brother.
speak for him, but me, I looked at him as my brother. Like we was in activities together, like different sections, the band more specifically, different sections.
I didn't know you was in the band.
I was a dancer.
For real?
Yes.
Okay, I
high
see
school though, high school. But like he was in a drum, I was a dancer. And
Drumline
like,
gang?
are you a
My best friend
Okay.
was a dancer too, but go ahead.
Okay. So yeah, like that was really my brother. Like his mom was my mom. Like I felt like it was family. And then when we was going to school, like college, like people started like putting it out that we should date, and it became awkward because I'm like, whoa, not him of all people. Like that's my brother. And so he started kind of going off of what they were saying, like, oh, maybe I should shoot my shot a little. And I just was dodging. And it's just like, he stayed around. But it was high school, though. But it's still the same principle. Like, damn, that was the last time I had a male friend.
But what if he need a woman perspective and he call you?
As a friend?
Yeah, as a friend, but at the same time, you know that you can see yourself with him. I feel like at some point you can see yourself with him.
Right answer for me would be to try to, remain respectful depending on
That's true. I feel like
depending
that
on
can
my
happen.
morals at the time.
Yeah.
I guess I could say it like that. Like, because like we said before, women like to be in competition, and there are a lot of cases where, especially when it comes to a male having a female friend, I feel like it's more likely for a woman to do some shady mess, like, and steer that person in the wrong direction. But at the end of the day, that's on that man to have the discernment. You know Shorty feel you. You know she wants some. You know she take my spot if she got the chance. Like, let's not be stupid. So that's a problem. If she's that woman.
Do you have any legit female friends?
No. I don't fuck with females like that because I'll fuck them all. I'm just joking.
I feel like girls shut down the situation more than guys do because guys are more into satisfying their flesh than
Most guys.
Yeah.
Most guys.
most guys.
Yeah. Most guys. But when it comes to that, I know that's kind of tricky though. But I feel like to be realistic, no. I mean, no. I'm not even gonna say that. Yeah, but it's like it has to be boundaries. When it comes to that. Like, you can't give too much attention to that. Like, friends, she gotta
for sure.
respect. Cause like in the past, I deal with a lot of women professionally, friends. I relate to a lot of women. I grew up with a lot of women, so it's like sometimes I want to be around feminine energy. So it's like, let me go sit and talk. But like all the time, I'm spending more time with her than my lady. It's a problem.
So yes, but with boundaries.
Yeah, for sure. In that way.
The same position, like I had, it was like four of us. So me, my bro, and my two sisters, I call them, right? We've been friends since 9th grade, like straight friends strictly, but everyone thought we were dating. We were like, nah, like we were confirming like year after year, we're not together. You know, to this day, we're still close, but it's like when people see us, they be like, I thought y'all was going to end up dating. I thought y'all would be dating, but I'm like, nah, that's just fam. I see her as my sister and vice versa.
But no, it's just more so like guys we know for a fact if I'm dating an 8 through 10, I know for a fact that every guy that comes across her path is going to be attracted to her. I was attracted to her. You know what I'm saying? I ain't no sucker, so obviously if they less than me, they're gonna be attracted to her. So I'm gonna be like, listen, I understand buddy claim he your friend, but he really not your friend for real. Like, he really just waiting for me to mess up. He really waiting for you to cry on his shoulder, and then next thing you know, it's gonna be a vulnerable moment where he gonna be like, you know what I'm saying? Come on, we're spending the night.
That's all I say.
Come spend the night, and then come holler at you.
No, that's
Drop
my
them
friend.
draws.
Like, no.
But that's how you think. That's not how men think.
Yeah.
That's
so
why I
it's
say it
two
don't
different
work.
sides to the story. Yeah, it just won't work then.
Exactly, it don't work because of most men, most men are like, okay, she's pretty.
Yeah.
I want that. We think sex first. Y'all think love first. We
Yeah, that's
think
definitely
body
true.
first. Y'all think like, well, shit. But don't get me wrong. I think that women can play the game way better than men.
Oh, they definitely can. Yeah. I agree.
So I'm not an underestimator. You know what I'm saying? I just say that men just think sex first, and women think like emotion first.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like for me, like I cut him off. I stopped talking to him. Like we haven't really communicated since then. And I don't really care to pick it back up, but I feel like I want to ask him like, did you really like me, or was you just going off of what other people said? Because why did you do that? Like, why do you start acting different towards me just because everybody else said that we should go together?
I feel like sometimes dudes like, well, people, humans in general, their emotions can change after a period of time. Like, say he didn't like you at first in that way, but as time went on, he kind of like got to know you better and was like, he was just holding it in. Like after a while, like, okay, I like her for real, but that's sis, so I can't really do that. But then when people started like putting in his head, like maybe I should do it at this point.
The reason why I say what I say is because I'm very truthful. I don't have female friends because I know in the back of my head, as a man, it's very hard to fight an urge when when an attractive woman is right next to you.
That's what he
So
should've led with.
at the end of the day, it's like, why would I put myself in a situation where I have to force myself to practice even more discipline?
So what does boundaries look like in a situation like that?
Boundaries, like I look at it like, okay, spending the night.
That's definitely a no, though. Like,
Yeah, like-
especially if you're in a relationship type thing.
The temptation.
I don't know. Kind of feel like I'm a hypocrite right now. No, I've never spent the night with my best friend while I was in a relationship.
Anything that you would do with your lady, you can't put her in that category. I'll say that just to make it clear, and like anything you do with your woman, you can't have another woman doing it. You can't do that with another one.
There were two groups. One group had a set of cookies. The other group had a set of cookies. They told one group that they need to eat the cookies, and the other one they had to wait. They both gave them the same math problem. At the end of it, the group that ate the cookie could solve the problem way faster than the group that chose not to eat the cookie because of their willpower. The reason why I bring that up as an example is because why would I put myself in a situation where I know for a fact that this girl is fine as fuck and I'm attracted to her, and I gotta sit here and practice discipline to the point where I'm like, yo, this is harder than what it needs to be. It's gonna put me in a situation where if I'm attracted to this girl and I got a girlfriend, now I'm more susceptible to make a wrong decision because I'm being a realist. If I'm in a situation with a girl I'm attracted to, I'm gonna make a wrong decision if I've already used my willpower. Two, why would I even put myself in a situation when I know for a fact this girl is fine as hell? I'm gonna eliminate myself to be like, you know what? I'm not even here for that. So it's really all about knowing who you are and knowing what you're attracted to, and don't get yourself in that situation.
But then again, as being a Muslim, you can have multiple wives.
I think boundaries for me with is that your religion?
Yeah, like we allowed to have multiple wives, but in America they ain't having it. But
I've been seeing a lot of that lately. It's just like they have their first wife, and then the second wife helps out with the household chores and things like that.
yeah,
and
it's
stuff.
for need based, need purposes.
I'm a little selfish, so I don't know how that worked for me. But boundaries, you definitely can't be texting my man 24/7. Like maybe if you want to check in every once in a while, okay. But like every day, no,
Yeah. So we have to introduce them too.
for sure.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
I need to be introduced. I need to know the history, because you're not
That's
just gonna be
true.
telling me that
Yeah.
that's your friend and I don't have no history.
What if y'all are childhood friends? Like, y'all really grew up together. Like, y'all's families really know each other. Like, y'all are really genuine friends. I don't think there should be a problem with him getting to know your husband and him getting married to somebody and y'all all having a relationship. Like, I don't think that there should be a problem with that.
I get what you're saying, but that's a very rare, very, very, very rare case that men who have attractive friends are not attracted to them in that way. You get what I'm saying? Like, even if your husband, you get a man right now, you talking to a man, who knows? You get what I'm saying? Your man will be like, I don't really vibe with bro, because I understand men. Like, we understand that the fact that men are attracted to you. We know if we got a fine girl, if not. You know what I'm saying? If you got a 5, you be like, all right.
Yeah, why is it like that though? Why don't you
Because
care if you
it's
have
the truth.
a 3 girlfriend?
I don't know
Like
about 3.
you just don't care. Like why
But-
wouldn't you care? That's still your girl.
What series of questions would you ask your partner to figure out if they really are friends with this said person?
Series of questions. Oh, what would I ask your friend? Like, oh yeah, how long? Like, I'd be like, how long y'all been together? Yeah, I'd be like, how long? Then I'd be like, so are they in a relationship for themselves? That's how like or I say like
Alright.
yeah, like what's the chemistry like? Basically to go in depth, what's the chemistry like? So
Yeah, my first question, especially nowadays, would be like, have you guys ever been intimate? And then, yeah, what's the chemistry like? Like, is it friendly? Like, how do you even describe that type of chemistry?
yeah, so when I ask those questions, I'm looking at what's normal and what's abnormal. Like
So, have you been intimate? What's the chemistry like? And dang, like, how much access does she have to you?
yeah, I definitely
Ooh, wait, I gotta add one in there because, like, I just thought about it. But definitely a question would have to be asked, like, if it was a situation between you and her, like me and your friend, what would go on in that situation?
ooh
Yeah.
situation. Y'all, yeah, that's a test for sure.
Is it hard to get over breakup?
I think that depending on who initiated the relationship, the person who initiated the relationship was probably more in it than the person who did not initiate it. So if the person who initiated the relationship was broken up with, I think it would be a lot harder for them to get over the relationship just because they were genuinely attracted to that person. I think the person who was not genuinely attracted to the person and they just kind of grew to be attracted to that person can get over it kind of easily, whether that's male or female. I think that's just how I go. Plus, women be out here dogging, so you feel me?
Anywho,
They easy. They can tell you that they really over it. You know what I'm saying? But they really got bro man from down the street really taking them out. I got a fool guy. I got a money guy. You know, so young kings out there. No, I'm just joking. I ain't gonna do that.
shout
Go
out
ahead.
to all the. No, I'm playing. Yes.
Oh God, it is.
What?
Okay, I'm put like this.
Yes.
I'm a lover boy. Like I always will be. Like I love my mom. You know what I'm saying? I love my little sister. I love my grandma, my auntie, cousin. Like I'll go to war for them. You know, and they taught me to always love a woman. Like they raised me on make sure you love. If you get your woman, love her. You feel me? So for me, it's like if a woman shows me the slightest a little bit of love, I'm like I'm gonna fall in. That's just me personally. Like, I'm a sucker for that, no cap. But
You a sap sucker.
I ain't
It's
gonna lie.
okay, nothing
I ain't
wrong
gonna
with
lie.
it.
So it's like if we get to a point where I feel like she's getting distant or we have to break up, I'm gonna be hurt. I don't know how to let go. Sometimes it takes me a minute. I'm gonna be the last one to let go, but it's for me personally, it is difficult.
It depends on what type of breakup it is. If you know that you deserve better, then I don't think it's hard to get over a breakup.
That's the great way to look at that. I ain't even think about it like that.
It's all about perspective.
I think that's really good. But who's to say that you were the one who deserved better when you might have been the problem?
I mean, you could have been the problem, but I feel like you would have felt like you were the problem too. Like, I feel like if you were the problem, you should feel like you're the problem. Like, you should know, like, if you knew that you had a good man, why would you feel like,
Now you know women is women's kryptonite is accountability. Don't even do that.
I mean, yeah, but if you know yourself, like, if you know you're a good woman, like, and you know that you deserve better, that's the end of the relationship. Move on to something better.
There has been women who say you deserve better, so you should go out there and go find it. Why the fuck you can't be better?
I feel like men is harder because we try to hide it so much. We go crazy because we trying to find outlets. Women is so easy to find outlets to be like, oh, I'm gonna let it out. They can get over it fast. But guys, we do it through try to jump the woman to woman, but not knowing we ain't healed yet.
I was just about to say, yeah, men don't take enough time to heal. Like, even if a
Yeah,
woman's
we
not
try-
fully healed, she's aware of that in her journey.
Yeah, like
She's
women.
very much aware, like, okay,
Yeah, women, y'all cry about it. You know what I mean? Y'all cry about it.
dance
Y'all
to some Beyonce,
talk about
drink
yeah.
some wine.
We so prideful. We like, man, what a single bro is at? We going out.
Exactly. You haven't cried
Yeah,
yet.
yeah. Whole time we in the club like.
Now you the angry drunk out of everybody.
Yeah, they be like, yo, you drinking too much, bro. Why you sleeping with this and that? Like, cause we not healed. It takes us a while to heal because we not taught to be emotional. We taught that, like, hey, keep that in till it crash. You know what I mean? So, yeah, I feel like men. It's harder for men to get over. It's harder for men.
I think that it is extremely hard to get over breakup simply because I think that, or heartbreak, because I think that the effects of heartbreak are like long lasting. I think that for men can get their heart broken like in elementary school and be like 45. Like, this girl broke my heart when I was like 10 years old and I still have yet to get over it.
That's a
like
fact.
it's true. Like
That's a fact.
it affects how they treat every woman moving forward. No matter how good the woman is, it'll always be Susie from 5th grade broke my heart into a million pieces. And because of that, I don't know if I'll ever be able to love a girl the same. And I think that for some people, unfortunately, they're never able to get over heartbreak. So I think that getting over heartbreak is incredibly difficult. And for a lot of people, it never happens. Why? Because even if they feel like that is something that they're healed from, it's something they carry into every relationship that they're in after that point.
So, yes, they are hard. Like, you talking serious committed relationships, right? I've been in 3 of those, and all of them were hard in their own way. And they progressed, or they were different for each time, but I can say that the entire process in general was like, I was heartbroken. Like, I'm a lover girl too.
Devastated.
Devastated is the word. I was devastated.
It's like you tried so hard, or you
Yes.
put so much effort into it, and it's like, dang.
And like you said, I'm usually the last to walk away. Like, I feel like the other person usually is the one to leave first. And then I'll be trying to, like, hold on and try to make things work. And then they really be dead as fuck. And they noticed it. They just moved on it faster. But me, like, I hold on to shit for a minute. I be in shock for a minute. Like, we done? Fuck
Like,
you
for
mean?
real?
Like, what
Like,
you
we ain't
mean?
done.
No, we not. No, we not. We just arguing.
little
But no,
rough patch,
yes,
you know.
you're done with him or her. And that's it.
I think that a lot of people, like, going back into the original question, the social media kind of like ruins people's relationship. I would even say experience. Too much experience ruins people's relationship because now you comparing people to your current spouse, and it's harder for you to get over that relationship because of, and also connect to that current relationship because of you're comparing people to so many different experiences that you had in life. You feel what I'm saying? So for that person who has had experiences with so many different people, I believe that it's easier for them to disconnect from that person because they're looking for a reason why it won't work.
And I think that that's extremely true. Like, for me, The first real boyfriend I ever had. He ended up being my fiance. Daddy, if you're watching this, it wasn't a promise ring. And he set the bar. No, you did not faint. He set the bar so high to where everyone who came after them, I was just like, after 2 weeks, I'm like, I'm not interested because you're just not doing enough. And it's like, that I think is why it was so hard for me to be in a successful relationship, because I wasn't given the chance. I wasn't giving people the chance to even really get to know them, because I felt like right off the bat they should have been treating me the same way that I was treated by my first boyfriend.
For me, I'm someone who likes to hold on to things. So, but I'm never the person who's gonna go back into that relationship. Yeah. But it stays in my mind. I replay it over and over. I guess that's my way of analyzing the relationship. So, yeah, it takes me a while, but
I feel like for women, that's normal. Emotions, that's normal. Because when y'all vulnerable, y'all in that vulnerable state for a while.
So let me ask you this: would you say that it's easier for women or men to get over this relationship, like get over a breakup?
I think it's easier for women.
I think it's easier for women too.
And I think it's easier for women because, I don't know, there's like, I think that, like, I guess like as like I gain more female friends, it is just so, I don't know why we do this, but we kind of like pour our traumas and experiences onto each other. And I feel like as women, like, we don't hold much in. We're constantly talking about our, excuse my language, our shitty ex, or the man who dogged us out, or the loser that we shouldn't have given a chance, but we gave him a chance anyways. And I think that for women, it is so much easier for us to be able to get over these relationships that we consider to maybe even be traumatic, because there are things that we're able to talk about, whereas men are not vocal. Men really don't talk about those kind of things. And I think that them being hurt and sharing that with people almost makes them feel as if they are weak.
Nah.
Or being vulnerable. I feel like being vulnerable for a lot of men, I feel like if you're cut different, you're cut different. But I think for the majority, many men find vulnerability to be a weakness. And I don't think that they sit amongst their homeboys and talk about all the things that this girl did to tear them down and how she broke his heart. Whereas I believe that women, am I wrong?
You're completely wrong.
Y'all sit in circles,
Yes.
crisscross applesauce, and talk about your feelings.
Yes.
Y'all talk
Men
about your
talk about their
feelings?
emotions more than women talk about theirs.
You don't know
I'm
what
saying.
women do.
Listen to what I'm saying. I truly think that men become more vulnerable with their boys because they're looking for a solution. Like, men are designed to be solution oriented. So they be like, bro, have y'all ever been through this situation? Because it's really bothering me. You feel what I'm saying?
Guys, we like, hey, where the homies at? You know what I mean? Like, we like, because most of our guys, they be single for real. So we like, hey, let's go shop. But the thing is, it's crazy. The thing is, when we go out with the guys, we still in that mode of, dang, I don't know how to approach a female or a woman, because we been in that loyalty bubble for a minute. We don't know how to, hey, how you doing? This and that. We don't know how to do that. So we stepping back. You know what I mean? So it takes us a while to get in our groove. So at the end of the day, we still healing. We still vulnerable and hurt.
Now, is there a stigma that men should not talk about
There
their emotions?
is.
Yes, there is a stigma. But then when you find your core group of guys, you tend to be like, look, bro, I'm really feeling this girl, or you feel me, she one of them ones. I gotta run her through there. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is.
Bro, she slept with my daddy,
when
bro.
you finally find that one, you be like, look, I'm fucking with her. And then that's, you know, if she do you dirty, you tend to go back to your boys and be like, look, dawg, like she really fucked me up. Like, what do I do about this? We help each other through that process. Whereas in women tend to be like, oh, fuck him, he wasn't shit. When you could have been the problem the whole time. But
And I
then
probably was. And I probably was.
But they gonna age, they gonna be like, you know, fuck him. He didn't treat
They
you
gonna
like
gas
how
me
he
up
was.
every time. Yeah, girl, fuck him.
She proving me right. Women more toxic than men.
Maybe she doesn't want to be better for you.
That's a fact. That's a fact. I can't argue that. You know what I'm saying? But that means she might have been a problem.
I mean, she could have been a problem, but if she was a problem, she's telling you, like, go and be with somebody better. That's what I want for you.
What I told you, it's a cold game. Women do it way better than us. It's a cold game. Gentlemen, do not change these women. Accept them exactly for who they are. If they want to be out here and wild and outside, listen, wintertime coming, leave their ass outside.
It'll come to an end.
Wintertime coming, leave their ass outside. Don't cuff them. Don't move in with them neither.
Don't
get your own place.
Get your own place.
You know what I'm saying? Get your own car, make your own money.
Get your own car.
And leave their ass outside.
Get your own job.
Cause shit, what she just said is wild. They really be out here doing that. You get what I'm saying? The suicide rate is high because of, you get what I'm saying, shit like this. Yeah.
You didn't have to turn down that dark path.
I said it.
That was
This
unnecessary.
is the truth. Men are being attacked because of their being men and they want to be with women. However, going back to the number one question, has social media affected relationships? Yes. The stigma of being a certain type of guy in today's society is so high that it's so unrealistic. So then when women finally meet that guy and they're like, yo, you're not doing what I need you to do. What he like, damn, I feel unaccomplished. Let me go ahead and delete myself. Cause it's, you know.
Okay,
it is what it is.
We can agree on that one. That's the only one.
Respectfully.
All right.
It depends on what kind of first move you're talking about.
Approaching.
I think it's okay for women to approach guys, but I don't think I would to a certain extent.
Tell me you want me, baby. Let me know you want to be here. Fuck all that. She gonna miss an opportunity. Tell me you want me so I can match that energy. You know what I'm saying? So
Even then, I still don't feel like I would do that.
don't miss the opportunity. Don't miss the opportunity. It might
You
be
don't
a
miss your
guy.
opportunity. That's what I would tell.
I agree with that. It's more common for a man to approach a woman than it is a woman to approach a man.
I'm not making the first move. Never been that one.
Why not? You the catch?
I am the catch. I've never ever made the first move. So if I do, I'll be shocked as hell. Not even gonna lie.
I mean, you grow. Yeah. Come on.
I guess he really got to be. Actually, I ain't even gonna lie. Kind of made the first move, kind of didn't, because I saw him and I was intrigued, so I went to have a conversation with him, but he followed up. So I guess that's kind of just making the first move.
Is it like you was afraid of rejection? That's why you don't.
Yeah. What I'm telling women is, don't miss your opportunity. If you like a guy and you clearly see that you really want to mess with, bro.
Some women don't
say
like rejection,
something.
though.
Men don't like rejection.
So why would you approach a
Men
man
don't like rejection.
and then he's like, oh yeah, she approached me, da 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 da. Like, no.
Men don't like rejection. Women play hard to get when they know they really like. You can clearly tell me. It can be like, I really like him, but I'm gonna tell him no, just so I don't seem like I'm easy. Come on now.
That's definitely true.
A man is more willing to sit here and say, you know what? I fuck with you. Here go my number. You know what I'm saying? Holler at
Yeah. A girl giving her number to a man without him
me.
asking.
Immediately no.
Yeah, no.
So that's my point. When y'all see a guy that y'all like, approach him, DM him, let him know that y'all fuck with him.
Yeah, I don't know.
I just said I'm a shooter, so
She said she going.
I've had 3 relationships. Of every one, I've shot my shot. So I'm all for it. Shoot that bitch. Like,
Personally, I love it because if you bold and you confident, that's attractive to me. So it's like, hey, do your thing. I'm gonna really fall for you then, because like, oh, you shooting your shot at me? Okay, cool, go ahead.
I would never. You would never. Never.
Why?
I love to chase. I do.
You like to get chased.
Yeah, I love to chase. Not me chasing.
So you
But I
like a
love
lot
to
of dudes
chase.
chasing you at one time.
Who said a lot? One. What? Where you get a lot
Cut
from?
it out. Cut it out. Now you know you got plenty of guys who probably want to talk to you, but then you'll continue
I
to
don't.
entertain it because why? You like to chase?
I don't, and I entertain nothing. Why? Because I like women.
You like women?
Yeah.
That's not the question. That's not the question.
Oh no,
Oh, okay.
no.
You just feel like, yeah, like if he want me, he gonna step.
Yeah.
See me, I like.
I like when people are led to me or drawn to me.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a shooter, baby. Stephen Curry, you know. Stephen Curry, that nigga, like, you finna be on my team.
okay. See me, I love women that know what she want. Like she just step. I mean, it don't even gotta be she can give me, but I'm a go getter, so I like to step. But you give me that eye contact, that let me know, like, okay, like yeah.
Maybe you can DM him sometimes, but don't make it a common thing.
No, I'm not saying be thirsty, but what I'm saying is if you see a guy that you're attracted to, you should give him a hint. Like,
Yeah, you can give him a hint, but you don't have
Hey.
like you can like send an emoji or something.
an emoji. What emoji you gonna give him?
Send
The eggplant?
like the heart eye emoji, like twice. That's
Twice.
It.
That's it.
That's it. You better
Nice.
take the hint. If not, then
Listen, ladies,
yes,
don't listen to
I'm
her.
not saying anything else.
Don't listen to her. Shoot your shot. There's once in a lifetime
He's giving you a man
opportunities.
perspective, so yeah.
Once in a lifetime opportunities. That guy that you might yearn to have, if you don't holler at him, another one of them gonna snatch him up. Now, mind you, y'all gonna get old, and y'all pickings gonna go down.
Oh, that's definitely true.
So you might as well seize the moment while you got it. You get what I'm saying? You're young, you look good, you still flexible, you still fit, you get what I'm saying? You still beautiful, your skin ain't dropped, your ass ain't dropped, you get what I'm saying? Take your shot. Do not listen to these old ass women out here. Take your shot. Cause he just might want you.
Now me, I'm real smooth with the way I talk, so like they go for it regardless. Like I don't have to do too much. I promise you, I swear to God, I don't have to do too much. All I gotta do is be myself. I don't even have to shoot my shot for a nigga to like me. Excuse me, for a man to like me. For a man to like me. I like men. I don't like niggas. Okay.
Talk your talk.
Talk your talk.
I'm gonna say you say it's a right or wrong way. I'm gonna say yes and no, cause some people like to be approached aggressively. Some people like to be approached properly. You know, like politely. So depends on yourself, but also you can be approached disrespectfully, like for women per se. Like, hey yo, you know what I'm saying? It's like, don't talk to my sister like that. You know, don't do that. But if you like approach calmly, you know, respectfully, then you're good. Long
That's
as-
what I like.
Yeah.
You better talk to me like you got some goddamn sense.
I feel like if a man approaches a woman that he's interested in and she's not interested, it's nothing for her to be like. But I think that for men, it's just not that easy.
Right. It's not that's
And it's
why I
like,
disagree
who
with
would
you.
want to end up being with a man who never would have chosen to kind of like try to get their attention in the first place?
Right. I disagree with you because it takes more effort for a man to go up to a woman and say, "Hey, I'm attracted to you." Whereas in
Does
you
it
have
really take
as
more
a
effort?
woman, as a woman, you guys have more access to men who's willing to say yes than a man having access to women who's willing to say yes.
'Cause men are easy,
So-
right?
No, not
Yeah.
necessarily. It's just that men naturally go after what they want.
Y'all-
So, for example,
anything.
they'll DM. You have for every one woman I have in my DM, you will have at least 20 guys. Because it's easy for the guys to just sit here and say, you know what, let me shoot my shot. You might not open that DM, but at least they shot their shot.
I think my time to step is after you make that first move, because I'm stepping after that.
Oh, okay. That's
Yeah.
doable. That's manageable. Okay. But nah, like, yeah, I definitely step like with confidence. As you know, real women love a man with confidence. They like, okay, that's something to talk about. You know what I
Right.
mean? Like, he step with confidence. He actually analyzing you for real, knowing something that you don't know about yourself, and he tell you, you like,
Okay.
You feel me? Yeah.
I like
That's-
that.
Yeah, that's what
I'm about
it
to
is.
block you.
Yeah.
Cause
you're crazy.
I walk off on your ass like, bitch, shut up. Like
Last night, I was just driving. I went to Food Line, and this dude pulled up in a car. It was like 3 females walking into to Food Line. And he stopped, let the window down, and just hollered at them. But when they turned around, like didn't pay him no mind, it was because his approach. And he got mad. Was like, that's why I ain't want your ugly, yo, blah blah blah. You know.
And
So it was like, what's the point?
Like, what's all that for? I do want to know, why do dudes do that? Like, just because I'm rejecting I'm ugly, but bitch, I wasn't ugly when you tried to shoot your shot. Like, now I'm this and I'm that, but you clearly like it. Now you hurt. Like, men and their fragile ass egos. That's what it is.
Do I think that women should shoot their shot? No. I feel like like most women, have this fear of wanting to be wanted by someone who doesn't want us in the same way that we want them. I think that if I were to be out and I were to see a guy and we're making eye contact like all night, and he never had intentions on coming to approach me, but I then go to approach him, and let's say our relationship or the interaction goes somewhere, and later on in life it's, I never even considered really taking the chance. I never even considered looking at you in that way, and now we're here. I think that sometimes that's why women end up being with men who don't like them, never really liked them. It was just kind of like these women just happened to pick these men. And I think that me doing that is almost taking steps away from a man who really wants to pursue me. So I would never do it, because at the end of the day, I think that I could be wrong, but I feel that for any relationship to genuinely work, disagree with me if you want to, the man has to be far more interested in the woman than the woman is in the guy. Like, that's just
no. I gotta cut you off.
But I think, like, me personally, you gotta come up to me and be like, be yourself. First of all, be yourself. Don't be doing too much. Like, because I curve you. Yes, I definitely be like, oh, he ain't confident. Like, first of all, I could tell by your walk if you that man. Like, I could tell by your walk if you all lanky and you just like hanging over your body. Like, that shit ugly to me. Like, pick yourself up. Like, stand up. You feel me? Stand up, because walk like you about to go into a room with a bunch of CEOs and like people who can put you onto something. Like, you feel me? Like, walk with confidence. And that's the first thing I noticed. If you don't got confidence, you don't have no chance with me. No chance. Because look at me, I'm beautiful. Like, let me talk my shit. I'm beautiful. And you can't come up to me on some, you scary. No, you gotta be assertive. Don't be aggressive. You have to be assertive with me. Because if I look at you and I'm like, I could walk all over you, I might. I just might. I just might. But if I'm like, okay, he walking like, he got some shit to do, like, then, you got a better chance. But also, what comes with that, if you talking to me and you like too rough, I don't take well to that. Like, assertive is different than like aggressive.
But you know what I mean? But a guy, he telling, I mean, yeah, you got to be careful what you saying though. But any other guy, he'd be like, yeah, you beautiful. He telling you something that you already know.
Same lines. Like, please stop feeding me the same lines you feeding everybody else. Yeah, so. And guys don't think we pick up on that. Sometimes I play along just because I want to see how far you're going to take it. Like, you really think I'm delusional?
For real. You got to be distinguished. I feel like as guys, when we step correctly, that confidence got to be there. But also, you got to know what you up against too. You know what I mean? Like, you better come correct.
Right.
Like, you gotta make yourself different from every other guy. Because when you put yourself in a category with every guy, you lost. And then you wonder why, like, or dudes can't take rejection, so they come in at them hard, like, oh, she this and that. No, you ain't stepped correct. That's what it is. You feel me?
You gotta bring that sauce, baby.
Exactly.
You gotta be assertive. Hey, how you doing? I'm so and so. How are you? Whatever. And
you gotta know who you're talking to.
Yeah, can I tell you here? Okay, cool. Can I get your number? Cool. I'll give you my number faster than what's up? Like, back the fuck up. Cause me, you come up to me like that, I'm damn near bound to shoot the one with your ass. Cause why you talking to me like that?
I am not a nigga.
No, I am not. Like, I am a lady. Shut up. I am a lady, and you have to act like you know that I'm a lady.
Facts.
So, if you saying you don't chase anything, then how do you know what you want?
I don't know what I want. That is the beautiful thing about this life. I am optimistic about everything. I am open to anything. I am accepting to everything that I am not fearful of. And what I am fearful of, if I hear God say move, I'll move. But besides that, I won't do it.
Okay.
So I want to kind of piggyback off of what you said. Like, for confidence in a man, to me, you stepped first. That was part one. Okay, that's like
Yeah, pass the first
25% ish, maybe 15.
Yeah.
And then guys who are very secure in themselves and who are working, I'm not going to say healed, but who are working to heal themselves and improve themselves daily, who have motivation and no insecure, that's not confident. You over here telling me I got the hose?
Oh no, yeah, you better.
You're out of here.
Yeah. So you saying you got to be on more than one date to really figure them out? It take you a while to figure them out.
Yeah. No.
Okay.
Appearance is the first thing I look at.
Okay.
If you ain't put together, you already telling me you don't care about yourself.
Clean.
So
okay. So men that embrace the feminine part of themselves, like
exactly.
cleanliness is godliness, basically.
Yes.
Okay, smooth.
I think that's another part of confidence, and then also, the way they talk to women. Like, some guys just talk to women any kind of way, and then there's the other guy who knows that the woman is the prize.
Right.
If you agree with that.
Yeah. No, for real. Like what they say, when you find a woman, you find a good thing. Like,
Right.
yeah, that means you gonna step correctly. But if you ain't stepping, like if you stepping disrespectfully, now you lowering the value.
Because your confidence in women is already low whenever you step recklessly.
Yeah.
And that tells me what you
feel
think
like that.
about your mom and everybody else. What?